Mix 100.9 WPGA. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Steve Winwood and The Finer Things. Good morning to you. 70 degrees on your Thursday morning, June 12th. All the latest news, weather, and sports coming up here on your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Mix 100.9.
100.9.
Mix 100.9. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. The hits keep on coming with Irene Cara. What a feeling. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Mix 100.9. Michael Bublé and Lost. 7:25. Eric Lee filling in for Stephen B. Good Thursday morning to you. Look for partly cloudy skies today. A 40% chance we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. High 93. Of course, it's going to feel more like 99. More great music on the way. Stick around.
Mix 100.9. Today's best hits.
It's another fun Thursday in the Mid-State. Eric Lee filling in for Stephen B. 71 degrees here in Macon. On the way this hour, music from Maroon 5, Taylor Swift, and Edwin McCain. Now, John Cougar, and It Hurts So Good on Mix 100.9. Mix 100.9, playing today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Steely Dan. Great song, Reeling in the Years. 8:16, Eric Lee on the radio with you. We've got a lot of great music coming up this hour. Now let's check in with Phil Clark for a look at sports. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites, Mix 100.9. Great music from Mike and the Mechanics, Silent Running. Before that, Maroon 5 and Makes Me Wonder. Good morning. It's 8:26, 72 degrees here in Macon. Gonna see a few clouds here and there throughout the day with a high of 93. And you know Father's Day will be here before you know it. If you're thinking about getting a DVD, a recent study found that the top 5 DVDs dads want include The Bourne Identity, The Godfather, Casino Royale, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and Braveheart. To learn more, check out our website, hitsandfavorites.com. More great music coming up here on your Thursday morning in the Mid-State. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites, Mix 100.9, Tom Petty and Free Fallin'. It's 8:40, 73 degrees, yes, 70 plus 3 equals 73 degrees here in Macon. Good morning to you. On the way, Phil Clark with a look at sports and Jamie G with a look at Mid-State news here on Mix 100.9.
Mix.
Today's hits and yesterday's favorites, Mix 100.9, C-Note and Forgive Me. 8:55, let's check in with Jamie G for a look at today's news. Jamie, what's going on this morning?
Thanks a bunch, Eric. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday.
Good morning, 9:03. Eric Lee on the radio with you, in for my buddy Stephen B. It's a Thursday in the Mid-State, 73 degrees here in Macon. Playing all your great music, all of today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Coming up this hour, Sarah Bareilles, Jim Croce, Maroon 5, and much, much more. Now, Kenny Loggins and Footloose. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites, Mix 100.9, Daughtry and Home. But before that, Kenny Loggins, Footloose.
At home, at work, and in the car. It's today's hits.
Lots of great music coming up this hour. It's Thursday. Guess what? The weekend's almost here. How about that? 73 degrees in Macon with the Eagles and Take It to the Limit. Mix 100.9, playing today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Pat Benatar and Running with the Shadows of the Night. Eric Lee in for Stephen B. 9:25 on your Thursday morning, 76 degrees in Macon. Going to top out around 93 today. May see a few thunderstorms. On the way, got Maroon 5 and Dionne Warwick. Want to say hello to our friends at Ramos Air Force Base. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Now, Sarah Bareilles. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites, Mix 100.9, Dionne Warwick and a few of her friends with That's What Friends Are For. It looks nice outside this morning, but we may see a couple of showers and thunderstorms later today. 76 degrees now, gonna warm up to 93 later this afternoon.
Mix.
Mix 100.9, home of today's hits and yesterday's favorites. That's right, Eric Lee here hanging out with you. You just heard Firefall and You Are the Woman. Jamie G's up in a few with today's headlines. Now, Michael Bublé. Mix 100.9 playing today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Jamie G from ABC Macon News joining us now. Morning, Jamie.
Morning, Eric. How are you?
Great.
Good. Good morning again, everyone.
Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Mix 100.9. Colby Calais and Realize. Good morning, 10:10 on your Thursday morning. Eric Lee filling in for Stephen B. On the way this hour, Cutting Crew, Kimberly Locke, Leona Lewis, Foreigner, and Journey. All of that great music coming up this hour. Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Mix 100.9. Santana and Kroger with Into the Night. 77 degrees here in Macon. Gonna warm up to 93 later today. If you're looking for some great websites to check out, I have two to tell you about. First of all, there's ABC Macon's website, macon.tv. It has all the latest news, weather, and sports. And plus, there's a feature called UNews TV. It allows you to send in pictures and video of things going on in your life. We would love to get those, so just visit macon.tv, click on the UNews TV tab, and begin sending those pictures and video. Also, hitsandfavorites.com. You can go there and check out a lot of great news, weather, just lots of stuff, music news, entertainment news, all the news you can use. Now, coming your way, it's Huey Lewis and the news, the heart of rock and roll on Mix 100.9. Mix 100.9, playing today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Jordan Sparks and Tattoo. Good morning to you, 10:26 on your Thursday. Eric Lee hanging out with you. Lunchtime will be here before you know it. It's June 12th. You know what today is. It's a very special day for former President George H.W. Bush. The president was born on this day 84 years ago. Of course, not the current president, but his dad. President Bush born 84 years ago. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Hang in there, gang. Lunchtime will be here before you know it. More great music on the way here on Mix 100.9. Mix 100.9, playing all of today's hits and yesterday's favorites. Cutting Crew. I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. 10:37. Eric Lee here, checking out now. I've really enjoyed being with you yesterday and today, but now it's time for me to head on back up to the ABC Macon newsroom and get back to my regular job. ABC Sports coming up in just a bit. Stephen B's back tomorrow. More great music all day here on Mix 100.9.